welcome to the Raw BJ podcast. We are here with the president of Pynk Gorilla Entertainment, the owner of Foreign Eye Visuals, and a model, creative director. You just have so many titles and hats. It's just amazing. But at the end of the day, it is Chad Bailey. How are you doing?
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. It's good to have you in studio.
I'm happy to be here. Like, I've always wanted to be in studio. Like, this time I came down to Atlanta, I'm like, I have to be here.
Good.
This has been a labor of love. I will tell you that. Revamping the studio and redoing it.
Yeah, it's been something else. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it because we have a lot to get into. You've been doing a lot of things since we last talked to you. I mean, you've been modeling. You've become a video vixen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
A video vixen.
Okay.
I done seen them side profiles.
You've been walking in ballrooms, winning realness awards and stuff. Okay, so what's going on with Chad? What's going on?
I'm in the happiest place I've ever been in my life.
Come a little bit closer to the mic for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Like, creatively, everything wise. Like, I'm having fun. You know, I'm trying different things. Like, I used to be at a point in my life where I didn't think I was capable of doing a lot of different things. Like, even when it comes down to ballroom, me walking sex siren or anything, I used to look at people and be like, you know what, I can't match up to that. Like, I'm not going to be winning. Like, it's just no way. But now, like, that I'm putting my foot in different things. Like, I'm realizing, bitch, you the shit. Like, like you can. Like, on some serious shit, we really underestimate ourselves a lot.
That's a fact. Even like after I heard your like life story from like everything that you've had to go through from when you came to the States originally into now. If you ever doubt yourself again, I'm gonna send you a copy of the last tape. If you ever doubt again.
Yo, I gotta remind myself. I really do. We didn't even do our shot yet. Like, this should.
Let's do the shot.
Yeah, let's do our shots.
Okay.
Yes, and I know what we're gonna cheers to.
What?
To being worthy and to never forgetting it.
Period.
Remember, when you sell yourself short, you don't give others a chance to buy in.
Who wrote that?
That's me. Right or wrong, Joe? That's me. That's a direct quote from me.
You did say that.
Thank you.
What's wrong? You okay?
She's
You need another one?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not, so let's go ahead. Thank you. I'll take his.
Well, anyways, so I want to know more about this, the ballroom. So you walk for the House of Arichi, and the category you won, realness. That was your first time ever winning. Have you won since?
I haven't walked since that
Okay.
day. But yeah, that was my first time actually winning for realness. I've won for sex siren once.
Okay.
And that's my first time winning realness. And I actually battled a legend and I won. So
Nice.
so it's crazy that the first time I walked realness, the first ball that I ever walked realness, I beat a legend.
So tell the people, for those who are not familiar with ballroom, myself included, what exactly what the realness category is.
I want to put it in such a nice way. But I really do. But this is the best way I can, honestly describe it. You present yourself in the most ideal toxic masculinity way, or toxic masculine way, like, just pull up like a fucking thug, yo, like, like I'm just look real, look very masculine, like you're a regular hood nigga in the streets, like that's the whole thing that's the whole reason for the category.
So the category is trade.
It's basically trade.
Okay.
See, oh my God, I could have just said one word.
Yeah.
You didn't think I knew that, but I woke. I be
very well.
knowing. That's what happens when you're an ally for real. Get into it.
All right. So I love that. So do you have plans on? I know you have plans on walking in the future. When's the next walk? And do you know what category you'll be walking?
This weekend. No, sorry, not this weekend. Next weekend coming. I'm walking in New York at the awards ball, and I'm walking realness. I was supposed to walk sex siren too, but it was a whole fucking situation that it was just a lot. Like we had to be on a team for sex siren, and the house that just maced the whole fucking ball. Like I was on a team with some of them. Then they did something else. The whole team broke up. I was just like, listen, not doing this shit. I was like, listen, I'll just do a realness for this time. Like, I'm good because I don't like drama. Like, I really don't like drama, and then especially when it comes down to something that I'm having fun with, don't bring that shit over here. Like, no.
I'm really weird. Like, I'll watch drama all day long, but confrontation makes me sick. Like, physically ill.
Yes.
To have to, like, I won't back down from the shit, but I do not like to be a part of it. I hate when, especially as a community, when we cannot come together on some kind of consensus, whether it's agree to disagree, whether it's common ground, whether we actually find out it was a miscommunication, but there's something that we can come to other than making a fool out of ourselves in front of people.
Right.
And people just, I think this generation too, we feel so entitled. Like, I'm sorry, like, we feel entitled as fuck. You know, like, so it's like now when we have difference in opinions, it's almost like, oh, if you have a different, like, if you don't agree with me, bitch, you need to die. Like, or
Right.
like, and it's just like, my nigga, I just don't like fruit. Like, you like fruit, I don't like it.
You're killing yourself.
Right. Yes. Like,
but I feel like some of that comes from how we were all raised as far as, he does, I don't. I feel like a lot of that comes from how we were raised as far as we had the generation of parents who were either caught up in the crack epidemic or trying to supplement the stuff we didn't have because of absent parents. Exactly. So we came up in a time where it was like, you got to do for yourself. You got to get it your way. Get it out the mud yourself, because you either a latchkey child or you taking care of several siblings and you don't want to be a parent at all. So now the only thing you have left is to take up for your damn self. And I feel like that created some kind of toxicity in us, and also feeling like we have to have boundaries now. And now we are oversensitive to the boundaries. Like, everything is a boundary now, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to be those hurt kids anymore.
You know, I've never heard it put quite like that, but that's exactly what it is.
That was just
yes,
Yeah.
I'm usually right. But that boundary was put up before in front of us, and we just grew up watching it. You ain't gonna tell me how to raise my child.
Right.
Well, the state has been telling you for 3 years, and you didn't mind. So I just thought I'd let you know they bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I thought you ain't gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? But before that, the generation before, the whole neighborhood could whoop your ass. And your parents allowed it. Not only did they allow, everybody's parents did it. Everybody did it. Like, I even remember when I was a child, my mom would send me to school with a note telling the teacher, you have permission to do whatever you have to do to keep her in line. Never came to that, but the point was my mom was okay with it. Right. And several other parents were also okay with it. And I went to a predominantly white school.
Bitch, I would be on 7 o'clock news tonight. If somebody did that, if somebody get their ass moved by a teacher today.
You can't raise your voice at children now. They so frail.
Well, you know, out in, I think, Ohio or Oklahoma, one of them states, they brought back whipping in school.
They probably needed to.
You had to have the parents' permission, but they allow paddling in school again.
I anticipate a lot of forgery because I just feel like
I don't mind it. Like, personally, I don't mind it because that's how I was raised. Like, in school growing up, I used to get my ass whooped a lot. The funny thing is, I was the nicest kid. I was smart.
That's
to
what
myself,
I was going to ask you. What did you do?
Yeah, I didn't. So again, like,
but smart kids get bored a lot.
Yeah,
and then they get restless.
No, but that's not even that. I swear to God, I was never a bad child, like, at any point in my life. But in school, and where I'm from, when kids bully you and then bitches be like, "Oh, he did it," it's just like, I'm getting it. You know what I mean? So it's like I get the whole childhood situation, and it's like when it comes down to kids and the beating situation, like, it has to be at a certain age. Like, you can't just be beating no preschooler, or because, bitch, if you beat my child and my child just like is just 6 or something like that, I'm coming to school.
Well, it's when you say beat, it's different than
I don't think you should beat the children.
Thing,
I don't think you should beat the children. Period. I think that there's a level of punishment you have to realize that fits that person.
Yeah.
All children are different. I know children, you can take their iPhone and they get it right then.
Yep.
That is the moment where they're like, oh, this is not the life I'm gonna live. You know. And then you have other children who are like, you gonna have to hit me because otherwise, and a lot of people are like, spankings are wrong, blah blah blah, all this other shit. Listen, if it comes down to the difference between getting your child in line now or the police getting your child in line 18 years later, you're gonna have to make that decision. My children know better, but there are a lot of children who don't. Whether the parent is not involved and doesn't give a fuck or makes too many excuses, coddling your kids will get them fucked up later too. So we have to normalize. We have to normalize consistent discipline. There's a huge difference between discipline and violence.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not the same.
It's not the same. So I will say that realness and sex siren is not the same either. So which
Yes,
one is
segue!
which one is your favorite to walk?
I love
Drama aside.
Sex siren, please.
Which is my favorite to walk?
Drama aside.
It's oh my god, I hate that I keep giving long ass answers, but it's so I can't even tell you which one's my favorite because I'm just getting into realness. And realness, I feel like with realness, I'm getting a chance. I'm getting a fair chance. When it comes down to sex siren, I never feel like I'm having a fair chance
Why is that?
because it's just like so many different things that comes to sex siren. It's literally a category where your job is to appeal to the people in front of you. Like it's to make them feel like
It's lust.
Yeah,
You gotta make them want
Right.
yeah,
you.
you gotta make them want you and all that. And if you have 7 people on the panel, and 6 of them really into light skinned boys, and there's one dark skinned dude walking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Right.
and there's been a lot of times where I feel like I battled people, or I'm walking sex siren, and it be like, okay, this person's just. Obviously, I'm beating this person's ass. Like, no shade. Obviously, I'm beating this person's ass. For example, I'm going to talk about the last time I walked sex siren. I was battling somebody who's a legend. The whole time, this nigga he really wasn't doing much. Like, this nigga was just there. He got caught in his clothes. He thought I was battling and kicking his ass. And he started taking his clothes off. And he got stuck in his clothes while taking it off and all that. I didn't fuck up not even once. And this nigga look crazy, not even like, he's not even dancing, he's not even doing nothing. He just like and he won. Like he beat he literally won. And I was
caught
gagging.
up in clothes and won.
I was gagging.
Was he light skinned?
Yeah, he was light skinned.
Okay.
He was light skinned and he was a legend. I was just like, you know what?
But colorism is a real thing, whether it's
is.
pageantry or anything else. The thing I would suggest
And it's across all communities. Straight, gay, it don't matter.
But the thing is, I just feel like Chad is that guy. I just feel like Chad would be the guy that gets people who like light skinned dudes to be like, let me reconsider because.
And trust me, I'm gonna prove a point. Like when it comes down to sex siren, I'm gonna prove a point. Every time I walk, I'll be getting discouraged the day of. Like after, I'll be like, they just played with me again. But a day after, I'll be looking at him just like somebody got to stand up for somebody who's dark skinned walking sex siren in ballroom. Like the main person who's dark skinned who walks sex siren and kills it. His name is Lariah. I don't know if y'all know him, but I'm gonna show y'all him. Don't get me wrong. Like he's somebody that I look up to. Like he kicks ass. Like he's amazing.
I just love the way you talk.
Well, I have a question. What are the requirements for the sex siren thing? Like, do you get to pick your own music? Do you get to pick all of your own outfit? Are there limitations?
You can you can actually create your own set where, you create the track and you tell them to play it when you come out. And you just make sure you have your your house member there to just oversee everything. But this is Lariah, like. He's like the top dark skinned person who walks sex siren, and
I'm sorry, Chad. I don't have my glasses on.
you don't have a glasses.
Let me see. Bring it a little bit closer.
I know that Speedo happy.
I feel like I've seen him.
You probably definitely seen him before.
I've definitely seen him. It's called a Hershey bar, and it's perfectly shaped.
But body wise, this is the shit I aspire to be.
He got like a 10-pack.
Jesus. He got a 10. Like and that's what I'm trying to aspire. But with him, like he broke boundaries to me when it comes down to being a dark skinned person in ballroom. Like he ain't give no fuck. Like every time he walked, it was a statement, and people knew and remember and knew that they couldn't fuck with him, and he won every fucking time.
Because if I was
But you're darker than him.
What I see, I'm telling you, what I see for you walking the sex siren thing, I really just see you in like a yellow Speedo, the Jamaican flag on the front and the back, and as you get further down, the Jamaican flag comes off of the front. The Jamaican flag.
That was actually
sex siren.
That was actually supposed to be one of my set. What about?
No.
Thank
really?
you. Apparently. Great minds.
Last year for Virginia, that's what I was gonna do, but
Okay.
I wasn't able to go to the ball, so I didn't get to do it.
Thank you. Cheers to that.
Lord have
Now go ahead and
mercy.
give me your shade.
I've never been to a ball before.
You haven't?
No.
Seriously?
I wanted to so bad.
We need to cover a ball. That would
Thanks
be
for
great.
telling me, because the next time they have one in Atlanta, I'm coming down here and we're going.
I want to go.
We'll go.
I want to go.
Okay.
I've always wanted to. So I had my brother, who my mom adopted. He was gay. He was homeless, and he was really deep into the gay world, the gay community.
Okay.
I was brought up in the military and also Jehovah's Witness. So I came late to the party.
Tardy for the party.
So he taught me a lot of stuff. He ended up passing away from HIV, and once he was gone, like my connection with the gay community was gone. You know what I'm saying? So I just started doing the shit that I would normally do, and so now doing this show has opened the door. We have a lot of LGBT artists that come on the show. And
It's another way for you to connect.
right, so I love it, and I love being able to, get back into seeing, because I love the community. I just have never, I wasn't brought up in it. You know what I'm saying? I never,
And your story is the sad thing about your story is that it's not unique. That happens to a lot of people.
yeah.
Like it comes down to a lot of it comes down to ignorance and people saying stupid stuff like you can't be born that way. Bullshit. I was born straight, and let me tell you how I know, because I never had to tell myself otherwise, and I never had to pray in the opposite direction of anything.
I saw a lot of stuff hanging out with my brother for the years that we did, and a lot of it I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of drama, especially here in Atlanta, as you know. And that was the main reason why after he passed away, I was just like, I won't be hanging out over there no more.
I'm sorry to hear that. That was your experience when it comes down to that. But I'm happy that you're doing what you're supposed to do, what you're meant to be doing. And now you're back, you're connected. It's time. Shit happens for a reason. And I bet now that you're connected, you know that you're not gonna be meeting people that's drama filled and messy, and stuff like that. So everything happens for a reason. I like that.
And I love having this platform and being able to get the voice out there and tell people we gotta talk about this stuff. We gotta have these conversations. We gotta open up the forum for people to discuss, even if you're not gay. You have to have certain conversations so we can have some kind of affinity between each other.
Yep.
We are the only, and I will say this on record, we are the only race I feel like that does not support people in the LGBTQ community. I'm telling you, white people will turn around. They will Google their life away trying to figure out what they can do for their son. They will dye their hair rainbow. This is my son.
Yeah,
This is my gay. You know what I'm saying? More than our community. I've seen
the white mothers more so than the fathers.
You only need one parent to give a fuck.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
true.
You only need the one. Some people don't have either. And especially after what happened to that boy down here, remember? And CPS had to go rescue him. His parent,
the boy.
Oh, the boy what did his father slap him or shave his head off?
That shave his
Both.
head. Yeah, that boy.
So, oh my God,
Forget his name.
I hope he's good now, though.
I hope
Yeah, they removed him
where
from the
he's
home.
at, he's thriving now, and he can live in his truth. And I feel like us having these conversations, there's people that are my age that don't know that people are born like this. Still now, believing that it's a choice. But if you didn't wake up and have to choose, why do you think that someone else woke up choosing?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds stupid. Straight men, y'all.
Did y'all choose pussy?
Yeah, right. You don't have to convince yourself to like women. If you didn't have to convince yourself, then... And what if the world reversed tomorrow and heterosexual lifestyles were wrong?
Right.
What y'all gonna say?
I knew that I didn't like girls from the get go. I'm sorry. I don't even think I even seen a pussy before.
I thought we were friends.
No,
I ain't never liked them bitches. I ain't never.
I'm sorry. I never thought. I've never been the type. Don't get me wrong. I like trans men. I like trans men. I love trans men. That's the only time I've ever encountered, pussy and anything, and I love it, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to the, female and, being with a female, and don't get me wrong, but y'all are some interesting creatures.
I wouldn't date an iguana, but they some interesting creatures.
An iguana.
Yo, I feel like females it's a whole different emotional spectrum.
It is.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, my nigga. It'd be like we're mad over marshmallows. Like it's like, so you're not gonna fuck me tonight because I forgot to wash the dishes. It'd be like some crazy shit. Like,
no, the fuck it's not. Listen, when you do not wash dishes,
yo,
that odor seeps into the house. So what you trying to tell me is,
there we go.
You don't care about the smell of the house, but you
There we
want to
go.
smell all up in me. Let me tell you.
See
no.
what I'm talking about?
Right.
Okay, but
How
on the
did we
same
get
token,
here?
Okay.
men are very emotional creatures. Accidentally unplugged the PlayStation one time.
Now, wait.
They can't save any data. Now all of a sudden they breaking up furniture. They don't give a fuck about picking your kids up from school. Now your kids is late getting home because of a PlayStation. Restart the damn game. You done died 6 times this hour. Restart that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
The game wasn't helping
but that's
you.
low key.
And here we go with the justification. So again, you talking about your life and your life.
There's a difference between
listen, you
unplugging the
talking about your
PlayStation.
virtual life, but I'm talking about reality dishes.
Hold on.
So if I'm,
Hold on. Hold on.
Baby, she
Hold on.
traumatized me with unplugging that game.
She's
Like-
traumatized. You traumatized her, and then she traumatized you. Y'all both
listen,
traumatized.
but they
right
are
now.
real dishes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Dishes can go in the dishwasher and you can turn it. That's
Yo.
it. That's all I'm saying. You didn't even got to wash the dishes.
I
You
wish
just have to load them.
Bugs was on this interview because he would like. He would
Oh
be
my
so,
God.
Yo, he's
Y'all
so
just-
angry with me with my fucking game. Like it makes no sense. Like, and then he bought me my PS5 for Christmas, and then he keeps repeating over and over that he wish he didn't buy this fucking game.
But y'all both men, so that proves my point. The game is a distraction for everyone. I think we all need to.
I feel like people need to realize that the game is therapy. And especially if you don't have a therapist, leave us alone. Let us play our game.
Period.
You know what's also therapeutic? I think that
But the
music is
dishes have to
therapeutic.
be
I think
clean
that
as well.
I think music is therapeutic. I think that the humming sound of the dishwasher as the dishes are
my
being
God.
washed is therapeutic. It takes you to a different world, of not having a dirty kitchen, and that just transforms me to a different person. I will become Thotimus Prime once the dishes are done, but before that, I can't.
Well, let's go ahead and transform
Okay.
on over to you've been modeling for a few agencies, small businesses, and magazines. You were Gabor Magazine's Eye Candy of the Month.
Yeah, I've been.
It's been a good year for Chad.
It's been a yummy year, yes.
Which is I don't understand why they won't give you Sex Siren. All you gotta do is look at your Instagram page. Like you've been everywhere doing everything, all type of
All you gotta do is lift that flag.
super creative photo shoots. Like I don't know how you come up with this shit, but it's amazing. Like people once they wake up, because they're asleep right now. Once they wake up, it's gonna be up for you. Like it's so creative.
And you look so good in all the pieces, like
Right.
every single piece.
Thank you. Like a lot of the shit that I be doing, like it's things that I've like envisioned for years, like ideas that I've had for you, like especially during the pandemic. Yo, I've had so many ideas during the pandemic, and I gained so much weight during the pandemic. It was just crazy. Like I just had nonstop Jamaican food because bitch, if you can make the crack and you do the crack, it was just like.
That's the quote of the day, y'all.
Right. If you can make the crack,
You
do the crack.
Yo, I was eating Jamaican food all through the pandemic, so I gained a lot of weight. So a lot of the things that I wanted to do, I couldn't do the way I couldn't execute it the way I wanted to, and like especially the hat shoot with the whole slime and everything.
Yes.
With that I was actually gonna pass on to an artist, and I was just like, I can't do this. Like, this is definitely for me. Because I even pitched it to an artist. They wanted to do it. And it was just like, I was like, let's do something else. Because I feel like certain things I can't just give it away.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what? I've been modeling since I was 17. And I'm in a happy place regarding that. Because y'all know, I remember if I said it to you before the last time, I was basically done with modeling. Because I feel like it wasn't respected. Like, I wasn't getting enough respect. And like, especially because I'm short, I wasn't getting the same opportunities as people who are taller than me,
Right.
who I know that I can do better than.
Right.
So that was very frustrating for me. But I just decided to do my own shit. Bugs is just like there's nowhere you're gonna stop modeling. Like it's in your blood. So I just got my ass up and I was just created my own shit and started doing it. Cause who else gonna do it?
Right.
You know.
I love that.
I just love the motivation behind it because during the pandemic, a lot of people found their thing that they were really happy about, that they wanted to hold on to, that they were really looking forward to, and I think that's what got a lot of people through the pandemic. I'm not even gonna lie, because it was gloomy.
Yeah.
It was dark for a long time.
And I was so upset that you got rid of that hat. Like, I was anticipating
to.
FedEx to deliver it to me because I really, really wanted it.
I had to. Like, I was irritated that I had to, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. Like, all my closets is full.
You could have
put
shipped
it
it
in our
here.
closet.
Like,
You could have put it in our closet here.
I even know if y'all had
We would have
told
hung
me,
it right
I
there.
would have like, there's plenty of space.
And
Trust
then
me.
it's just like, how the fuck do you ship? That hat was so big. Like, I couldn't even walk through the door. Like, it was crazy.
UPS.
That hat is fabulous.
Yo, but it's somewhere. I wonder if somebody got it.
It's too big to miss, so if they got it, you'll know.
Cause I just put it outside, like right by the trash. So
No.
I don't know if nobody grabbed it or took it or whatever the case.
They probably built a shelter with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Bitch,
Wow.
Fix the roof leak.
wouldn't it be crazy if I woke up tomorrow morning and I saw that fucking hat on Vogue or something? I would be like,
Mad as fuck. Okay.
But that's how fashion works, though.
That is how fashion works. So
this Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I didn't know about this Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Like, I didn't
You
know.
are lying.
'Cause remember, I'm not from here. So
Oh,
it's like,
that's right.
So I didn't know about it. So when I was watching it, I was just like,
Man, did you see the Netflix controversy, though?
what?
Okay, so Dahmer came out, and you know how they label stuff on the Netflix, like this is a comedy, this is this, this is this. They put Dahmer under LGBTQ+, and people lost their shit. They was like, this is not the type of representation we were looking for, blah, blah, blah. And like, so they removed it from the LGBTQ+ category. And I could see the reason behind doing it, but I also could see how they put it in that category.
I can see how, but I don't feel like it needs to be, because it wasn't just an LGBT.
It wasn't just
thing.
concerning sexuality.
It was concerning more of color, like colorism too, and a lot of different things. It's a lot of racism.
But they put movies get labeled with different categories though. It might have had to do with colorism too.
It could have been,
if that's a category.
It could have been a suspense. It could have definitely.
It was sure as shit a thriller because I didn't know which way it was gonna go, and I knew about the case.
It's damn near a horror film. So,
but I also feel like at the same time, it's like straight people can't be like, fuck no, these people do not represent us. Shit me, they gon' put us. If they had a hetero category, a lot of shit we don't like would be in that category, and it's a bunch of serial killers that go straight in the category or whatever.
Baby, how he died.
Some people would say that's poetic.
How he died was very artistically done, but I feel like, oh my God, I feel like people gonna hate me for it. I don't know if they're gonna hate me for this, but I feel like he could have done it. He could spruce it up a little bit, like the dude that killed him. He could have like, after beating him, you chop his arm off a little bit.
Wait a minute now. Come closer to the mic.
But I feel like,
you push the pole up in his butthole and fucking with it. Like stuff like that. Like, he killed a lot of black gay men. Like, fuck him with something. Like,
but there is no proof that he didn't. It's just that they didn't put it in the report. Now I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm not saying it happened. I'm saying we can't prove it didn't.
It's true.
I saw that they were like, there was an issue. They were saying that it was like too gory or it was too much. So they were like asking for it to take off Netflix. But bitch, please don't take it off of Netflix because I enjoyed it.
This is on top of that. This is stuff that we need to talk about because had Dahmer had proper intervention concerning his sexuality, had his father not been so emotionally distant and unavailable, like if we were really talking about all these things, you know what I'm saying? Do we in society breed serial killers?
But I don't think his sexuality was his main issue though.
But I feel like it was one of many.
It was one of many, but sexuality was not his main issue because like it's not like he was in an environment where somebody gonna kill him if he comes out as gay or he was bringing niggas downstairs at his grandmother's house. This nigga was bold, like he was he can do, but he was comfortable doing certain things. Like compared to like if me and you as a black dude when we were younger, like We not bringing no niggas to our grandmother's house. Like, we're not doing that because we know that we in the hood, first of all. And anything can happen because, you know, like, if the secret comes out, it comes out.
Right.
But he was at a certain comfortability to do that.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean? But when it comes out, I feel like his main issue started off with him as a child, with seeing how violent his childhood was with his mother and his father. And then his fucking father teaching him how to do the shit. Like, it was just like,
It's damn near like Dexter, but with
I feel like,
Yeah, like-
I feel like the whole process was a coping mechanism for him, because I feel like I people be saying like I be a therapist sometimes, but I feel like for him, he didn't feel power all his life. Nobody made him feel like he was worthy of power, right? His family didn't make him feel like that. When he went to school, he didn't feel like that. When he went to work, he didn't feel like that. So him drugging people, first off, was him getting power because they sleep. Can't do nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then on top of it, it was also his opportunity to express his sexuality, which is doing what he want to do. But because of the shit that he was doing when he was younger, like with the dead animals and stuff like that, that shit started turning him on, which is why he started drinking blood and started eating livers and kidneys and
Okay.
all that sounds to the lamb stuff.
it's just a lot of different things. That's how people at a young age, people have to realize that when you see a child doing weird shit, stop pushing it off. Like,
Right.
That's again
right.
that comes back to coddling and making excuses for stuff.
yes, stop
So,
making excuses. Like, take that
harming
bitch down the
animals is
street.
not normal. So let's not do that thing where, you know what I'm saying, oh, she just pulls the cat's tail all the time. It almost fell off once, but she's just a very hell. This is exactly the shit that people be saying. Oh, she's just very energetic. You better put that bitch in a triathlon or something. Like, she's
Yes.
harming your like y'all's cat. Oh, our cat is missing. I don't think she had anything to do with it. She grinning in the background. She definitely killed y'all's cat. That motherfucker's in a wind drain somewhere or whatever.
Yes.
And y'all just still gonna sit here and be like, she's gonna kill y'all next. Like, why y'all sitting here condoning this?
But I'm not sleeping with no child in my house that killed any animal. That bitch going.
She got to go.
She got to go.
But
I'm
people-
sorry.
You would be surprised how many excuses people make. I'm a huge Reddit fan, and they have a whole category. And they'll be like, readers of Reddit, what's your weirdest animal cruelty story? And what shocked me was that this was a 17-minute video. I thought it was gonna be like one or two stories. These motherfuckers is doing some wild
People
shit.
crazy.
A dude put a puppy in the microwave. What the fuck would incline you? Who? What? Why?
That is so.
That's not how you make
think
hot
about it.
dogs. What is this?
Right.
Then when did the dog die? What happened?
Yes. It
Died.
Oh man.
And not even. It's not. It's just like what.
I remember hearing that though.
Oh
But
my
why?
God, that's crazy.
Or
Yeah.
people having sex with their dog. Why?
Like my cousin, this is something that I've seen in front of my face, and my mouth was just dropped when it happened. But my cousin, when I was younger, like, he wanted to see apparently if the cat has 9 lives.
No.
And he put the cat in between like a door and like slammed it.
No.
Legit, like multiple times, and then at one point the shit was shut and the cat was just all curved in between it. And it was just so weird, but the cat bounced back perfectly. Like, it was just
So it reinforced his theory that possibly.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
It was so weird, but the cat was the cat. I think the cat eventually like died or disappeared like months.
I'd have got
later
the
or
fuck on
something.
too. That would have been my cue. The fuck? I'm gonna take my 8 lives with me. I'll be a goddamn. I stay around here and find out. But shout out to the ASPCA for coming in and rescuing these animals when they can. Child,
Yo, I screamed at the time. I couldn't even. I was just in awe. I've never seen somebody do that in my life.
Yeah.
And the cat was legit stuck between the door hinges.
No.
Do you know what really pisses me off about these animal cruelty stories? You have so many kids that have been begging for an animal and their parents was like, no, it's a huge responsibility. And then you have these other people who are like, I'm going to throw it out the window. Like, just casually, like, don't give a fuck about.
Yo.
It's so ironic and so unfair.
Okay, so
Wait, first of all, I have my hot fries.
you have the hot fries. Or you could do what's the ASMR thing in the microphone? Give
If
us
you get
some.
close to the
You gotta bite another one and get close in there.
This probably how they been doing it too. Why you playing?
Okay.
Oh my god, I haven't had this in like legit years.
Really?
What?
They don't have them in New York?
They don't have those at all.
I've never seen, but I've seen these ones, but I've never had these ones. But I've had the other one, the blue bag. I don't know if you-
Handicap.
Handicaps.
Yeah, some of the best ones.
That's the one I usually eat, but this right. Oh, this is hot.
You know why I deal with those?
Wow,
Because I don't believe in cap.
I can't. I cannot.
Have mercy.
Ain't no cap in here.
So I do want to ask you, because when we interviewed your husband, Bugs Gutter, a few months back, when he released his Galore video, and the other song I can't remember with Salvi the Body.
Rapapa.
Rapapa, yes. The interview you did in Gabor magazine, you mentioned having the perfect hands for fisting and being
Jesus
into
Oh my god.
and being
If you don't know what it is, look it up.
being into water sports and bondage. So, you care to go into more detail about that?
Oh my god.
Do you care to go fist deep
What
into
is
the detail?
what is the perfect size hand for fisting?
What is the perfect size hand?
Yeah.
His hand.
Like,
Were you
what is it?
listening?
I
His
know. I
hand.
heard.
The perfect size hand is like a medium. Like I feel like I'm a medium hand. Like I'm not. If you look at my hand's like it's not that large.
Y'all see this?
So it's not that large. So honestly, like I think a medium hand is good.
So my hands can't do it.
First, let me see your hand.
So,
Your hands, yeah, your hands can do it.
oh yeah?
The only thing is your nails.
Oh.
The only thing is your nails. So it's like you're probably gonna have to cut them shits to like. Or no, you don't even need to cut them. They have gloves for it, so you can just.
Oh.
I was gonna say I don't think I would put my fist up somebody's ass.
You wouldn't. Let me see your hands.
No glove, no love.
Oh, your hands is given a little bit. They gotta train a little bit.
What you mean?
Your hands is bigger than all of us.
Right.
Bigger than what?
Your
Your
butcher
hand-
hands. We ain't got time for them
What-
lamb
what is
shank grabbing
train?
hands.
What is train?
Oh,
You
train
gotta
is how you gotta like start off with a dildo first.
yeah,
before
you gotta ease your way.
You can't just
Yeah.
Oh,
because
see,
with me, I can just start off with 2 fingers and go to 3, then go to 4, then go to 5.
Oh, okay.
With you, 2 of my fingers is one of yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Them big ass fingers. Look at that big ass finger.
But
Look at that, y'all.
My hands are meaty.
look. Yeah, see, your hands is very meaty, so it's like
Yeah, they are. Okay, well,
exactly. But when you do get your hand in there, baby, that bitch gonna be hollering and loving it.
He's
Oh,
liable to pass
God.
out though, so I think that you should be very clear about what's happening.
Chad gonna have me going to ballrooms, fisting niggas, all kind of shit.
You
Like,
can do whatever you want, but I am not drinking after you. You can do whatever you prefer.
what you mean you're not drinking?
Put your
after
fingers
me?
in none of my cups or anything. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay? Don't you think?
That's
right.
what she said. Now she gonna be asking you to teach her.
Oh,
I will not. I can assure you. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do on my own.
You and
I
your-
don't need to
you
ask
know,
you.
That's what they all be saying.
you know she has a fiance,
I sure did.
so you gonna be trying that? with
No.
him? No.
No.
You let him try it on you?
No.
No.
Oh, what? But that didn't even sound like a fool. No, what was going on?
Right. See.
It just depends on what bill I need paid. But I'm saying,
Oh, that's giving a new car, baby.
I love it. I love it. So let's talk about the music, because that's really what we're about over here. Pynk Gorilla Entertainment. Y'all keep adding more and more superstars
to the empire.
We ain't added no
Yes.
more.
You ain't adding no more?
We ain't added no more for right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Okay.
Everybody who we have right now, we have to really focus on them.
So we know that there is, of course, the fabulous Tia Carter. Mm-hmm. Of course, the leader of the pack, Bugs Gutter. Prince of the South, Rico Cassadine. You have Giovanni V. Trinity K. Monet. And Jay Ling, who was just on our show. Love him. And is that it for now? Who else?
Y'all
is
got
on?
Sabi, right?
Yeah, you have Salvi. That has to
We
be
have Salvi now.
that still has to be an announcement because that's it. When I get back, I have to do his photo shoot, his announcement photo shoot. But I guess this is the announcement.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Salvi. He's almost done with his project. With Gio, Gio's not on the label. Don't work with Gio anymore. But we work with him for his recent project that he just released.
Okay.
Bugs work with him with the music and all that. And I did like 2 of his music videos.
Okay. Cool.
But he's not like on the label, like on the label anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, we have Rico. We have J-Ling. J-Ling is very new. We love working with him.
He is
live
very
music
talented.
very talented. Live music wise, you'll be like, if I text J-Ling right now, I'd be like, give me a brand new song in 24 hours. I already have it done. Like he legit, like this nigga legit has a vault
Right.
of songs that he already did. Just they're just chilling. I'm just like, so you just be in the studio just all the time, just chilling here? He's like, yeah, I'm be in the studio all the time.
Right.
And I love that because that's an artist that's prepared for anything, and so that's great. Rico just dropped his project. Y'all already know that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that was really, really great. Everybody been anticipating this project, and within the first, I think, 24 hours, or it was like the first 2 days, he got like I'm thinking like 87,000 streams or something like that.
Yes.
Or, yeah, something like that. No, sorry, our 8,000. Sorry, like 8. I think it's like 8,000 streams. 8,000 streams. within, like,
Whatever
one
it
day.
is.
That's still a lot.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing his thing. Rico, I love with Rico shit is like he's done everything, so it's easier for him. Like we don't really. A lot of the bookings just come to us. We don't have to seek out for a lot of things for him because it already comes to us.
Right.
Because it's Rico, and that's one of the things that we Rico's like one of our biggest success stories, because like starting from where he was and then him working with us, everything just skyrocketed for him, and that's what we wanted to prove to people, that we can actually do that for people.
Right.
And then with Tia's on a little break right now because she. They go to females. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What is Tia up to?
But my sister is taking a little break. She's finished most of her project, but she's taking a break for like just to focus on her life, her own personal life.
Right.
It's like, because she's in a good place. She's enjoying life, and she's just focusing more on like living and not like the music.
Right.
So, in her words, we have to respect it. So
Period.
So I'm respecting it.
I
Because
love
y'all
that
know
for
me.
her.
Because y'all know me. Like I almost we were arguing for a long time because I was doing the whole manager. We need this done ASAP.
Right.
I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. And Tia is the most stubborn person in this world, so it's giving, bitch, okay. So let's see. And so it was giving, and shit gonna
Right.
happen if Tia's not comfortable. So
So, well, speaking of arguments, a little birdie, J-Ling, told us that
A Jaybird.
that he had to argue you down to release his first single that's coming up next, Ride. You didn't like the song? You didn't want it to be the first single? What was up with that?
I like the song. No, I love the song.
Uh-huh.
But he played me 2 songs. So the other song, I'm just thinking like I wanted him to come out in a very commercial route. Like first single with us, very very commercial, very catchy. Like a certain type of thing. I wanted to go a whole different route. But with Ride, I didn't know that Ride was a sample. So I forgot what song it was a sample of. Genuine. So so I didn't know that was a sample. So with that, he's believing in his art, and he wanted to choose that, and I have no choice but to respect him. Like I can push my suggestions as much as possible, but when it comes down to what the artist really truly wants, I have no choice but to respect it. So when that was a decision, and then Bugs was on his side, Bugs loves the song, he wants to be on his side with that. So I'm just like, you know what? I support. I'm not gonna be stubborn all the time.
You better than me, because I'd have took my hot prize and been like, fuck both of y'all. And I'd have walked on off.
But I was thoroughly in love with both songs. Like I've listened to all his songs. There's not a song that he makes that I don't like.
So, obviously, you're going to be shooting the video. Right? No.
So,
What?
so he has a videographer that he's already been paid months in advance.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm just like, yeah, obviously I respect it. Like, I'm not going to try to.
Well, okay. So video concept,
For the video, see, that's the thing.
creative director.
I'm directing,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't creative direct it. Like he chose a space. He told me exactly how he wants it to be done.
Okay.
So it's just for me to come there, direct it and just
Make
do
sure
that.
the vision is executed.
Make sure the
Okay.
vision is executed. So, and this again is because this is something that he's had in advance for months.
Mm-hmm.
So, who would I be to step in and be like, oh no, don't do that? Like I'm not that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like express shit. You've had this idea for a long time. Let's get it done. Like I want you to have fun, and that's the whole point. Like I don't want people to come to Pynk Gorilla Entertainment feeling like we want to control their shit and. Like, bitch, we want you to have fun. That's the whole point. Like, we're here to take some of the ease off, some of the stress off of you, and have fun in your art.
Yeah, and I also think that from a manager point of view, it's gotta feel good to have artists with all this get up and go. Like you don't have to motivate them to get up and do shit. Like I've seen a lot of struggles between teams because the artists will lose their momentum after they sign, and they'll get a little complacent or cocky, one of the two, because they both slow you down. But they'll get cocky and be like, "I've already done this record. I can take some time and rest. It's been 2 years. Get your ass up."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they'll be like, I'm the best out. I don't have. They'll wait on my music, but your rent will not. Get your ass up unless And I feel like to have these. You have so many artists with that get up and go attitude. You got Jalen. You got Rico. Rico don't sleep. It's just
No, he
like
don't.
Rico just performed when we was interviewing him. He was like, I got to go because.
Yep.
So for the foreseeable future, we're getting music from. We just got some stuff from Bugs. We're getting music from. We just got some from Rico. We're getting new stuff from Jaylene, and Salvi is coming out with stuff.
Yeah, he's working on his EP.
Okay.
So that should be out. I don't want to say the wrong day, but I think it's sometime in November.
Okay.
So Bugs might be. I don't know. Bugs might be releasing something too, but he's been writing music. You see what I'm talking about? This nigga takes breaks. The last time y'all interviewed him, he was like, "Okay, I'm releasing this. I'll probably take a break for a little while."
Right.
This nigga, and that's the shit. That's the shit be stressing me out because he legit be like, "Okay, babe, I'm not putting out music for a while. I'm focusing on this. I'm focusing on this." And I'm over here thinking that, okay, then that's my little break from him. Let me do this. Then boom, a single came to my mind. I'm writing it, and he be done. Like I think he just wrote like 2 songs. So I don't know what the good Lord gonna bring. I ain't say nothing. Like if you see it, you see it.
Okay.
But we're working on a compilation project too. So,
I was gonna ask about that.
yeah, the compilation project is in full effect. The songs are currently being recorded, and they're being written. And I'm on the project too.
You doing what? Rapping?
I haven't been in the studio yet. When I get back, I should be going to the studio to figure it out. But it's a really, what I can say, like it's a very nice track. Like it's kind of like it's gonna be me and Salvi when it's gonna be him doing the Spanish shit, I'm doing the Jamaican shit, and we kind of going back and forth. It should be very fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was Bug's idea. I'm letting him take full control of that part because I'm only good for like the visual part and all that.
Right.
But like lyrically, if I could be the P Diddy of the shit. Like everybody write my shit. Like just write my shit. Write my shit and I'll just go in the studio and I'll get it done. Like that's it.
Right.
But we working on it. The compilation project is lit. Tia, she already has songs in the vote. So and plus she's actually about to get back in the studio. Somehow Bugs convinced her to get back in the studio. So yeah,
Nice.
'cause Bugs know how, I'm telling you, Bugs is the female whisperer. Yeah, like y'all y'all don't believe me, but Bugs is a female whisperer. Like he's a gay man, but he knows how to whisper to the females. Okay,
Right.
But somehow he's getting Tia to be in the studio. I've been trying, and I really want y'all to put a petition out on Pynk Gorilla. Hey, for everybody listening right now, I want y'all to put a petition out on Pynk Gorilla Entertainment or on Bugs Gutter. Because for years I've been asking my team to do a Christmas project.
Oh.
And they've been dubbing me every single time. Rico keeps dubbing me and promising me that he about to write it. Jalen already has a song done. Like, that's the shit I be talking about.
Right.
Jalen already has a Christmas song done. And Bugs and Tia is giving, I don't know. But I really want to get Tia for the Christmas one, though.
What would a Pynk Gorilla Christmas song sound like?
I'm telling you, if they play with me, I'll release a Christmas song myself. And they go gag.
So do you remember the TLC Sleigh Ride song? Let's have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I could see y'all doing something like that, but maybe a little, New Yorked up.
We can do some good shit.
Because y'all have such a wide variety of talent, and to put everybody on, one song, or, a whole Christmas project.
I was trying to do a whole Christmas project.
Oh,
but if I can get a
okay.
Christmas song out of these people, I will take a Christmas song.
Okay, yeah, I could see, a Christmas song, everybody collabing on that, and then, you had I'm sorry, I'm fucking high. Salvi, talking about Feliz Navidad or whatever in the
Period.
back. So, yeah, I think that'll be interesting.
Just hear those pink gorillas in the booth and they're rapping too. Come on and stream all the stuff. It's also on iTunes for you.
Period.
Oh my God, I like that. every time I talk to your ass, I be getting ideas.
Right, that's what she's good for.
I love it.
Speaking of ideas, whose idea was it for you to return back to the Circle New York? You did season 3 and now you came back for season 5. And Bugs told us that he was not ever doing reality show again. So
Yeah, he done.
what made you hop back on that?
Because I feel like it's the perfect time. Like, I feel like it's my time, and I feel like I have a lot of shit to showcase. I'm intertwined with a lot of different things, and I feel like people haven't really got the opportunity to really meet me and just know me from me and my artistry and what I actually do. So it was just it was a great opportunity. It's still a great opportunity because the episodes are still coming out. But I'm happy for it. Like, the reactions from the people that's been watching it, it's been crazy. People be in my DMs. Like, I actually got bookings from this too. So
Nice.
it's like people look at me different. So I'm here for it. They know me from season 3, but no, they know Chad for being Chad and not just Chad and Bugs.
Right.
And that's important, like having your own identity and stuff like that, separate from the powerhouse, being the power couple and stuff like that, is so essential. Like, even Beyonce said this when she first got married. I was Beyonce before Jay-Z came along, and I love that I'm his wife, but I was a person before that. And I think that's so important, not to lose self when y'all become one.
Yeah. And sometimes, even with Bugs, it be crazy because sometimes this nigga really look at this situation like we Jay-Z and Beyonce for real. And I'm just like, nigga, this high standard and stuff, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. But it be crazy how people be looking at us because it's like, honestly, we just want to be a positive influence for people. Because people where he's from don't have a good positive influence when it comes down to, being a good role model in the community. And it's the same thing for me. Like, people back from where I'm from don't have a good positive influence to say, like, okay, one day I can be there. One day, even though I'm gay and I'm living in Jamaica and I feel like shit because my family makes me feel like shit. Like, one day I can be there. I can be in America. I can be wherever I want to be in love. Being with who you want to be with and having the time of your life. So, all this shit is great. Like, I be grateful.
I love it. So, any plans on doing season 6?
Definitely not. Definitely not doing season 6.
And just like that.
Definitely not doing season 6. I might do season 7 depending on how I feel because they're already filming season 6. But they asked me to be a part of season 6. I said no because it's just a lot of kids on this. I'm not gonna say kids, but a lot of people are younger than me on this season. And younger people give
Childishness.
And exactly what I predicted is exactly what's happening. And I don't have time. I don't have time.
Right.
I think some of that comes from feeling the pressure to establish self.
Yes.
And a lot of times people go about it a certain way to be noticed. But someone who's already, listen, I don't have to prove anything to y'all. Like my numbers speak for themselves. I don't need to go off for you to notice.
Yeah,
me.
and that's one thing I like about season 5 because it's like we all know what we bring to the table and know that we're all heavy hitters. You know what I mean? Like we know that we're all doing something. People know us and we're doing shit. So it was different. It was nobody looking down on anybody to be like, okay, this person don't do nothing. Like we all, we're all doing stuff and we're all respected. Like there was no fighting in my season, and I'm grateful. Like I get it. The drama sells, or gives views or whatever the fuck it is.
So does people doing the right thing though, because I would much rather watch that. I feel like a lot of the messiness turns people off from wanting to have conversations.
Yeah.
And vice versa, because straight people do the shit too. But I just feel like a lot of that turns people off as far as, I'm not sitting at the table with this motherfucker. She just threw a drink across the table last time. It just it makes it so hard for us to get to that mountaintop.
Right. Yeah, I don't want people to look at me as an aggressive person unless it has to do with business, because that's naturally who I am. Like I'm very chill. Like y'all see me off camera. Like I'm just a very chill person. Like I like just smoking, just being in the room with people, and just having a positive environment. That's it.
Right.
Like I'm not the drama person, and I'm not never aggressive. If you ever hear that Chad is aggressive to anybody, it has to be like a deep reason, or this person tried me 3 times. Because I'll ignore the first 2, but the 3rd time I'll snap.
I think I'm romantically aggressive. I think that's the only time I have aggression.
I'm not even romantically aggressive. I am sometimes.
Oh, I definitely am. No.
Speaking of aggression, though, because I like how we, just moving this right along, because we are about to wrap it up. But before we do, I want to know what happened with the Bugs Gutter and the bags that he was releasing through Left Hand D'Angelo, and why that never happened.
Let me take my sip now.
I do want to talk about that because
you want a refill before we?
Because I'm nosy.
Let me get a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to know because I wanted one of those bags, and I really hope that he changes his mind and does it. So, spill the tea.
After you take a sip.
Sip the tea and then spill it.
I'm legit over here eating these hot fries. My fingers are...
These are good hot fries. I'm trying to tell you, these the ones.
It is.
Thank you.
Fucking them hot fries up.
And let it be known that I chose this flavor on purpose. Yes.
Oh my God. Wait.
These are Chester's fries.
Okay, for the promo, y'all Chester's better drop some coins.
Okay, but the coins, drop the bags at my door.
Put that shit out the camera.
Drop the bags at the door.
Shop TNT Enterprise, because this we get a coin from them. So
listen. Shop TNT Enterprise and also drop the hot fries at the door. You can buy my love with hot fries.
That's too many hot going on.
So the tea. It's hot. The tea is hot.
So yeah. Oh my God, I need a napkin. So with left hand.
Want me to get your paper towel?
No, you good friend now.
Okay.
So with Left Hand D'Angelo, that whole situation just went crazy. Bugs, they were in communication with everything. We met up with him. He brought samples. We had samples. Like we even still have the samples until this day. Like we were legit working with this dude hand to hand with everything.
And he was a distributor.
Yeah, he was a person he was a person making them and distributing them. So he even created a whole section on his website for people to be able to buy the bags, and everything looked legit. Everything was going right. So Bugs, the bags dropped. People were ordering. Everybody was ordering. And then somebody, my gay dad was like, reach out to us and was just like, he ordered the bags 3 weeks ago and he still hasn't gotten it. And we sitting there and we're like, ordered the bag 3 weeks ago. Like we talking to this dude. This dude said that he's been mailing out the bags. He said that beforehand we already spoke to him that we needed a certain amount of bags finished before we can drop the bags. And he sent us pictures, that the bags he sent us pictures of a few of them. And then we kept asking him for a picture to show that, all of them were finished. Until this day, he still hasn't sent a picture. Every time we ask him for pictures, after that, every time we asked him for pictures or anything, he said he would be sending it, or he's driving home, or he's at work. When he get home, he gonna take the pictures. day after day after day. This nigga never sends no pictures. So we're sitting there like, okay, something's weird. Like, what's going on? So the bag drops. He says the bags are going out. We're asking him, we're like, how many sales have you been getting? He's telling us the amount of sales that we've been getting from the thing. And so we were just shocked that people weren't getting the bags. We reached out to a couple more people who said they ordered the bags. They said they still haven't gotten their bags too. So that's what gave us a red flag. And we started reaching out to him every day. This nigga didn't respond to no text messages, no calls. He was reading the messages. He wasn't responding. He was reading the message on Instagram, wasn't responding. Then next you know, he blocked us on Facebook. And then he wasn't. Then he blocked our phone number. So that's when I was just like, okay, then, bitch, I'm going on Instagram and I'm going off and I'm telling it all.
Okay, pause before we get there. So, at what point? Okay, so y'all came down for the fashion show, and the bags were supposed to premiere that night,
That was in April.
but did not.
We did not.
So, at what point of the
And
production?
that was him fucking up.
At what point of the process were y'all in at that point?
At that point, we only had the samples. So what was in the fashion show were the samples.
But it had not been released for the public yet.
That wasn't released for the public.
So
yet.
all that happened after the fashion show.
All that happened after the fashion show.
Wow.
And then so when we noticed that shit was getting sketchy, I told Bugs, I was just like, have him give you access to whatever it is that has the amount of sales and everything. And Bugs asked him, and he gave him, and he got the pass, whatever. And he went in there, and we were seeing all the sales. Like, the sales were coming in. We saw that the sales were coming in. That wasn't an issue at all. But it was he hit on all of them. He hit that. I don't know if he hit delivered or order fulfilled or whatever the fuck it is, so that he can get the money deposited to the account.
So he was embezzling it.
So he was taking them. So he was taking them like he was.
Don't laugh at me. That's what it's called.
It is. I know.
He was accepting the purchases. And just wasn't sending out the bags. So so this is like 2 more days of us reaching out to him. Different numbers. He's still not responding. Like he's paying us. So I was like, me and Bugs agreed. I was just like, you can go in there, like you can hit the refund button and refund everybody who placed order. And we went up in there and we refunded everybody their shit. And we were just like, and then after that, when he saw that we refunded all the shit, he changed. I guess he changed the password or something, and we couldn't get access to it anymore.
Oh, but y'all did the right thing.
But we made sure that we refunded everybody, because that would have been horrible for us, and I wouldn't want anybody to look at us like crazy, because we see this person who's who's an LGBT designer, somebody who's trying to do stuff, who needs, like, we want to support our own. Like, we could have, bitch, we could have went to the fucking Chinese websites and create this shit on the websites, and then create our own web, like,
or just went straight to Chinatown and had a sit down.
Yeah, we could have done all these things, but we see somebody here in Atlanta who's trying to make a name for himself.
Trying to work with some other black artists.
And then he just did us like that, and then Bugs is still angry until this day, because
sure.
He's very angry until this day. And I've kind of like let it go, because it was more his project, and it's like, so I've kind of like let it go. But with him, I probably can't even say that on camera. But if with him, like if we see him in the grocery store, it's giving, cleaning up in aisle 6, that's definitely given that.
But I think that more so comes from, like, upbringing, the way Bugs came about stuff, and how long it took him to get to a point where he can do that. Like, his name was all he had for a long time. So to build off of that name and build off of your word being everything and all that, like, word is bond is not just a motto for him. It's a way of life. So it is hard to swallow that you put your name on something and people trust your name. So because your name is attached to it, they trusted this other person, and in doing so, they got fucked. Y'all got fucked. Like, it was just like, your face card is fucked up off of doing something with this person, and that's very devastating, really, to finally reach out and do something with somebody and put your creativity into it, your time. Y'all came from up there to down here for a show, had samples, had shit ready to go. It's not like he put the samples together for y'all. So it's a lot.
You never ever heard from him
after the
password?
Yeah, because when I went on social media and everybody knew, and then other people reached out to me that they had certain experiences with him. After that, I think he deleted his pages for a little bit, and then he popped it back later on. But like I'm not. It's just like I'm not even trying that shit anymore when it comes down to working with people like that. When it comes down to designers, I feel like designers in our community have been so sketchy towards me and sketchy towards like so many different people. It's just like, bitch, are you taking this shit serious or not?
Right.
Like, dude, like I'm tired of and this is for every designer in my community listening. Like, I'm tired of like having designers in our community say that they have lines and they have this and they have that, but y'all can't pull something out of your closet right now. Like, why can't you pull a full outfit that you've had from your collection out of your closet right now? Like, what is the issue? Like, why do you have to remake something right now? Like, it don't make no sense. Like, everyone should have something on hand in their closet, and if you don't, you're not a designer.
And on top of that, it's really unfortunate because there's so many artists in the community that are that great, that are waiting on the shot, that are willing to do the work, and they get overshadowed by the fuckery. Like,
Yeah, by social media games, like everybody looking at social media like if you don't have 20,000 followers, you're in the shit. Bitch, the best designer probably got 200 followers. Like, focus on focus on the art itself and not what social media tells you to focus on.
because you have really good artists. Like when we was at Closet Case, I saw Jay Moore. He's really good at putting stuff together.
Yeah, I haven't met him. I really need to meet him.
His pieces are great. What he puts together is great. It's avant garde. You know, he can do everything from casual to upscale. Like it's whatever you want in between. He can do it for you. But it's just like, what if he had never been given the shot? You know what I'm saying? Like if because of other things with other people, you know what I'm saying? So that makes it like that much harder to hit the ground running as an artist in the community.
You know, I've never.
Well, not to cut you off, but Jay Moore has avant-garde pieces.
He did a fashion show not too long ago, like this year.
I'm gonna check him out.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
He was on Chasing Atlanta this season
I know
that just passed.
That's how I know of him. Him and Rico's pretty cool. I'm gonna have Rico connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Closet
And he
Case.
can create pieces. Like if you want something done, like a custom piece, he can do that too.
Oh, this weekend I'm walking in. It's so random, but I'm walking in Atlanta Fashion Week.
Okay.
It was literally random. The designer hit me up and asked me like 2 days ago.
We're gonna have to start covering fashion weeks.
It's gonna be a vibe. Like I mean, it's gonna. I forgot where it's gonna be at, but it's gonna be at some big place.
I figure for Atlanta Fashion Week they're going all out.
Yes, I'm getting my Atlanta haircut tomorrow.
Okay. What is an Atlanta haircut?
Not what is. Like, I feel like Atlanta has the best haircuts. Like,
We do it up.
Yo, y'all have the best barbers out here. Like, in New York, it's the hardest thing to find a barber. Like,
Really?
and the barber that I go to gives me hair bumps all the time. But he cuts my hair so good. But he gives me hair bumps all the time.
We have barbers that are trained in preventing folliculitis and stuff like that though.
See, I need that.
It's different down here because you have so many hair textures to work with. Like everybody's here, and I I thought that for New York that would be the same thing. It's a fucking melting pot.
In New York, they don't have a lot of barbershops.
What?
I feel like they do. I feel like the pandemic is what knocked out a lot of the barbershops. Because most of the good barbers, they had to close their shops down,
and
they were cutting in their house, and you can only cut your house about so many times. It's a lot. So that's why New York doesn't have any good barbers, and there are the ones that are there are like old heads, like the shops that be probably like
that movie Barbershop. That guy.
Yeah, like. And I'm not going to no fucking old head.
Back in my day, Rosa was somebody to look at.
Period. Okay. Well, Chad, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Don't you do this.
Is there anything else that you want to say to the people watching? Anything that you want us to talk about? What's coming up next for you? And everything, Foreign Eye Visuals, Pynk Gorilla. What's coming up next?
The most recent thing that I'm gonna be doing when I get back home, I'm doing my Halloween shoot. That's gonna be crazy because I'm gonna be bald. I'm not actually bald. Like I'm gonna be using a bald cap because I'm not playing that games with my with my edges. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna be wearing a bald cap, and it's like this whole idea that I've had for like 2 years. So I'm gonna actually finally execute it. It's gonna be the same photographer that did the slime shoot So it's gonna be something to that sort.
Right, nice.
It's gonna be very artistic. I'm gonna be filming that too, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a documentary with that too.
Okay.
And also I'm doing a Halloween shoot for some really dope creatives in New York, like the creatives who are really making a difference in my community in New York. For example, like I don't know if y'all know Nini. His name is Nini, but he does a lot on social media, TikTok, and he got like 100 and something followers. But he also gives back to the community. He's in ballroom, he's really dope. Like he's a very sweet person, and he's very influential in the community. I'm gonna have him in there and a couple other people too that you probably don't even know if I mention them, but they're really influential to me, especially all year round. Watching their social media and seeing their impact to people, like it's dope. So it's gonna be a Halloween shoot, and it's gonna be all white. That's another idea that I've had for a little bit. It's gonna be all white, and they're gonna be like dead. So it's kind of like be like everybody got into a car accident. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but
Well, I can't wait to see
a lot of
it.
blood.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know it's gonna be a treat visually.
I'll tell you this: Halloween is my most favorite holiday. Period.
It's gonna be a lot of
Hands
blood.
down, there is no better holiday. Halloween is the only holiday you can be selfish.
It's
Everything else you gotta
See
plan.
my mug.
It's crazy. Like Halloween is my favorite holiday. But you want to know the funniest thing? On the day of Halloween, when you have to wear your costume and shit, I never have a good costume, and I never be like going to the right spots. I don't know why. It be so cold. Like in New York, the moment Halloween hits, it feels like 48 degrees.
Yeah, but you gotta improvise. You gotta wear like a Dickie suit, like the one piece zipped up over your costume. Then when you get in the building, you unzip it and then you wear your shit. But
I'm
like,
gonna figure something out because if I'm gonna be doing Halloween, I like to look like a slut. I'm sorry. I don't want to look I want to dress like no nun. I don't want to do all that regular shit.
Right.
I want to be a slut. I want to be ass out, dick partially out. But titties definitely out.
Yes,
but for me, like I don't know. I love Halloween. I love the costumes. I always have great costumes. Only thing that stopped me and my children because we love Halloween. We get into it. Like we do group costumes. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like theme costumes or whatever. But the only thing that's gotten in the way up to this point was the pandemic and monkeypox. Like I cannot justify the risk. I just can't.
It's different.
So I'm just gonna rebel and have a costume party next year.
Which I can deal with the COVID, but the monkeypox.
Yeah, like
that's something else.
It's just really, really out the way. Like this is some old shit too. Like,
Yeah.
what's next? Cholera? Like you motherfuckers just bringing back all the old shit from Oregon Trail. Like that's what's going on.
But in New York, they got 2 cases of polio.
How the fuck does polio make a comeback?
All these people who non-vaxxers.
This is so wild, boy.
the non-vaxxers.
Listen, we're gonna have a rubella outbreak by Christmas. Motherfuckers is just not paying attention.
They try to get us up out of here.
Man, listen, polio was eradicated in like the 60s.
But they said somebody came and he brought it to New York from like Italy or something. Like some.
That's not okay. I mean,
What?
what is going on?
All right, so we got the Halloween photo
How do you bring
shoot.
polio with you?
What else you got going on after that?
For the rest of the year, honestly, I just want to be chilling. Like,
Okay.
after I do this Halloween shit, like, I really want to just be focused on my photography, focus on that, and just keep doing the exact same things that I'll be doing. But for next year, I'm gearing everything up for next year because I want to be doing bigger and better things. Like this year, I promised myself I'm gonna take a chance and do the things that I really want to do and see what's gonna happen. And I did exactly that, and I'm reaping the benefits from everything now. So next year, I'm taking even a bigger chance. Like I'm trying to be on TV screens next year.
I see it. I can see it for you for sure. You already have like a magnetic personality. It's not like people aren't already drawn to you and want to be your friend.
Yeah,
You know, like, and that's the type of personability you need to be on TV.
Yeah, as long as they got some weed, I'm good. Like
Period.
They're gonna be following Chad with some weed and hot fries.
Okay. And some coconut liquor.
bitch, sell me an ounce of weed for $20.
Oh damn.
Listen, the
good
show is
shit.
gonna be called Being Bailey, and it's gonna drop every week. And they gonna have Chad with the hot fries and the weed.
And even that the network for the Circle, YBN Entertainment, they've been asking us if we want to do another season for Chat and Bugs. So I don't really thinking about it. Like, if depends on what the year's gonna bring. Like, I don't know.
I think it's important to showcase y'all's particular type of being.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the community needs it. I'm not saying it's your responsibility, but I think it's an opportunity to
Because
show people a different way. to do
There's
things.
so many gay men out here who have, who've never been in a relationship before. You know what I'm saying? Who are, because how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, damn, so young.
I'm right there with you. Let's listen to what his old ass has to say.
No, it's so many guys, my age, 33, in this area who have never been in relationships before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it is important to showcase that in the black community,
This is one of those representation matters moments.
in
So.
the black LGBT community.
Yeah.
I just can't be fake with this shit. Like, I told Bugs, like, if we're filming and I'm angry with you, I'm gonna be angry with you. Don't be
Right.
like, and he don't be liking that. Like, he want me to come on camera and be like, oh my God, it's beautiful. It's been rainbows and cherries all day.
But you gotta show it all because people
yep.
need to know that even if it's bad, y'all can talk about it.
Period.
Exactly.
And that's the part that people are missing.
like if you see the first season of Chat and Bugs, like, you'll see the time, and Nunu put it in the clips too, like times when I was angry with him and when I didn't want to be on camera because he was irritating the fuck out of me the whole time. But we had fun filming it though. But if I'm gonna do it again, it has to be authentic. It has to be real. It just has to be like fun. And because I'm in a positive place, like, especially relationship wise, like I feel like we finally figured out the formula when it comes down to us. So.
And y'all are just so great together. The way you said that, like, we balance each other out, I see that for y'all, too. Like, there's times where Bugs will be like, this shit ain't gonna work, it's not gonna happen. And then you be like, well, maybe we can rework the numbers. And then
Exactly.
and then he'll be like, no, I said it's not gonna work. And then, like, later on, the shit work out. And he'll be like, well, yeah, because we was positive about the situation. You be sitting to the side like,
Exactly. You have to. I'm telling you, you gotta let the bitches feel like they be doing stuff. Okay. You gotta let them feel like they be doing stuff.
He'll be real quick to be like, this shit ain't gonna work out like this. And I'm like, well, maybe we could just keep a good fuck at that. What I said was, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work the way you think it's gonna work. We go to the event be beautiful. He'll come in the very next morning and be like, this was actually better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm up here sitting to the side like.
You have to let them
Yeah.
figure it out. I feel like they want to feel like they.
Well, I don't know about all that, but
It's fine. We understand.
He just leans more towards being half empty, and I lean more towards the glass being half full.
Right.
And I'll be sitting there like, it's people that don't have no damn juice. If we got half a glass, we ahead of the game. And he'll be like, but why don't we have the other half? I didn't ask you that.
right.
That's that shit.
Well, speaking of,
We gonna go bowling next time y'all come, and then we'll let them be on the team, and then we'll be on the team.
I'm actually very good at bowling.
Oh, me too. That's why we gonna win. But we go.
you were supposed to tell us in advance when you were coming to Atlanta. We wanted to book a photo shoot with you.
I brought my camera.
And we wanted
But
to take,
we
we,
don't
wanted
have
to take
time.
y'all. We wanted to take both of y'all to JJ's because y'all have a tendency not to go to JJ's.
Where is JJ?
Exactly. So
Is JJ's the place with the wings?
yes,
Yes.
when y'all was at the fashion show, y'all was supposed to go with Rico to JJ's, and we
Yeah,
were supposed to
I didn't go.
all meet up, and then nobody went to JJ.
My dad bought me JJ's the other day. It was a lot of fries.
Listen, that's a myth. You can
That
switch.
was a lot of fries.
Listen, you can switch the fries for something else. Have you ever had a corn nugget?
Ew,
Oh yeah, we'll talk.
it's gross.
You're a liar.
I don't
You're a
like
liar.
it. I don't like it. I don't
They
like
got
it.
everything.
Well, is it? Wait. I don't be closing, but the question: what is a corn nugget? Is it a nugget made of corn, or is it chicken
No,
with corn
it's
in it?
no. It's a fried ball and it has corn in it.
Like a hush puppy with corn in it.
That's not true. It's not dry on the inside.
But how was the? Is it like off the cob?
It's cream corn and kernel corn at the same time mixed together.
Is it like off the cob? Yes, it's off the cob.
Some of it is, first of all, it's cream corn and it's also regular sweet kernels mixed together inside of a fried dough ball.
Gross.
It comes with seasoning on it and everything, and it is bussing.
Okay, so I might have to try because.
Thank you.
If you like corn, you might.
It's better than the
I like
fucking
it.
fries.
I like
That's
corn.
a fact. It's better than the fries. Or the mac and cheese bites. They also have
Yeah,
those.
those
So
are
again,
good.
I'll
Yeah.
try that.
it's the same dough though. It's the same dough ball, but he gonna tell you
The same dough, but just different filling.
it's
Right.
better than fries, and I'll stand on that till whenever.
That's
Period.
true.
And they
though.
got zucchini bites.
Chad
zucchini.
Bailey.
It's fried too.
Tell
That
the
sounds very
people
helpful.
where to find you at on the social medias.
You can find me on Instagram at I am Chad Bailey and Chad Bailey everything else. If you do happen to stumble on my Twitter, please stay out of my like sections because I do like a lot of porn. It's not on purpose, but I do feel like the good Lord is steering me away from it eventually. But for now, I will be liking porn. For now, I will be liking a lot of porn in my like section. So if you do go on Twitter, please stay away from my like section. Thank you.
Okay.
I feel like people are going to be tempted to just go to it because
Yeah.
that's what people do.
And bitch, you will see a lot of fisting porn. Don't judge me. Judge yourself.
Oh my God.
Listen,
Y'all know where to find us at the Raw BJ Podcast on all social media platforms. Brittany, do you and the
Yes.
girls have anything to say?
yes, we do. Thank you.
The girl been talking.
Okay.
This girl's been talking.
That's right.
I'm surprised they're not, out a little bit more today.
I know this is my PTA top, but normally I'll be wearing it like this, And depending on the grade my children need to get, it'll still be like this.
Right, okay.
So what do we have to do to get them to the grade that they?
And you know they're going to get it.
And you know it. But to our listeners, I just want y'all to know that home is where the heart is, and ours has always been with you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And in the words of Maury Povich, until next time, America, and all of the countries that listen.
Y'all, come back for another Raw BJ. Next time, come back for another Raw BJ. And
Do it again!
We have good BJs.
Edit that out and do it again. Start over.
We have great BJs. They're wonderful.
They pay rent.
Yeah. Until next time, y'all, come back for another Raw BJ, and we will all come together. Bye.
Bye. Just
Like
hear
you
those
just-
pink gorillas in the booth, and they're all rapping too. I'm telling you, if y'all don't